crafting jewellery today as sort of like Christmas presents for the shop, and it's not raining and it's not too cold, so we're doing it outside today. So yeah.
So excuse all the garage noises.
Yeah, all the car noises and...
Are we going to say what we're going to do? Basically, we're just going to do lots of random things. There's no
bit of everything.
Bit of everything. We've just gone through everything that we found that's tiny, and so therefore we're going to be making a lot of tiny, little, petite, very tasteful. Quite unusual for us.
But yes, we just need to start this by saying we are not professional jewellery makers.
No.
There are other mudlarking channels that are professional jewellery makers. So yeah, after this, the Northern Mudlarks make wonderful jewellery, and so do Scottish Mudlarking.
So yeah.
So yeah, this is just
we're just using our things, aren't we?
Yes, we were looking through, and we have such tiny, beautiful things that are sort of wasted on us because, you know.
Well, we can't wear them all.
We can't wear them all, and you can't, you can display them, but then they're sort of just sitting there. So yeah, we thought we'd make some jewellery with them, so you guys can.
And what's her name? Oh, I always forget.
Catherine Lamb
sent us loads of jewellery making things, so we feel like we should use them. Really.
So yeah, it's exciting. Hope you enjoy. So these are two tiny hagstones that I think I found at Seaham, So natural, both got holes in, and amazingly they're sort of the same size and shape. I think I found a couple like this actually. I think I used them in some other craft projects. But I'm going to make them into a tiny pair of lucky earrings, and I can't decide yet if I'm going to keep them or if I'm going to put them in the shop to see how I feel afterwards.
I'm making a deconstructed doll charm bracelet with 2 arms and a head, and here's my charm, the bracelet that I put together earlier. I need pliers. Could you pass me some other pliers?
From our box of goodies. These ones do?
Should we?
So yeah, they're simply done. I need to figure out how I want to make sure the fastenings. We have my dad has in the shed something to solder with, so I'll have to see how we feel. So there's some little lucky hagstone earrings. But one thing that will be going in the shop, I also have this tiny little multi-hagstone. It's got a hole all the way through. I think it's actually only got one hole all the way through. So that's another lucky hagstone, and I think I turned this one into a tiny pendant. Because there's a hole right at the top. Perfect. That's another point about this jewellery today, is that we're not going to drill anything. This is all going to be natural holes or in settings. So yes, we bought some of these little brass settings, and we're just going to put some of our tiny finds in them as tiny little pendants. We don't know what this is. It's ceramic, and it was found at a Victorian tip. So We're not sure. It's too small to be a baking bead. I don't know what it is, but it looks very cute in one of these. And it's Victorian. So this is a tiny broken bit of belemnite fossil. And by luck would have it, it has a hole all the way through and looks like a glorious bead. So I'm going to make this into a tiny simple pendant as well. Our robin friend has come to check out what we're doing. Oh, he's back. Hey. Are you going to help us bead search? Okay, so we had quite a stressful 20 minutes then, because I just wafted this bag of beads off of the table onto the grass down here, and some of these are tiny and they've been collected over multiple trips, and me and Mum have just had to sit there, hence my hands, with the glue and now the dirt, and try to find them all. And we've definitely lost some, and yes, there was a little bit of bad language in a jovial way, but because I asked Mum to, I'd collected lots of them and put them back in the bag, and then I asked Mum to hold the bag and a torch whilst I continued looking, and as she took the torch, the bag tipped and they all fell out again. So, yes. So it's sort of getting dark, and we're going to have to split the jewellery making between 2 days because that. But, as you'll see, we did make an adorable friend whilst doing it. Well, reacquainted with an adorable friend whilst doing it. It's so pretty. Where are the actual wire cutters?
eyes.
I don't wear bracelets, so I've never made a bracelet, but I quite like it. It's a little
Belemite.
Belemite and a little Victorian glass white bead. I'm gonna check with my heads. Mud on the bracelet.
Hello. Yeah. Hello. Hello. You're hindering it somewhat. Stunning. Stunning cat. Baby. I can't do it because you're here. Just... Right. Let's try to do this, shall we? Let's do this. A child or a dog?
Sweetheart. There you go. That's not entirely in the way.
Okay.
So I've been making these. I made a half mould out of the tiny little head I found in the woods on Halloween, and I then set them in resin in these little frame pendant settings that Catherine Lamb so kindly gave us, and I painted them white. These ones I've been painting little faces on. I think their eyebrows are quite intense, so I'm going to try and take them down a bit. But it's quite difficult because they are quite small. But so yeah, I'm also going to paint the resin that's around the edge a bit. So yeah, now I'm just going to paint this one. You never quite know how a doll face is going to turn out when you paint it, so as you can see they're all sort of different. So yeah, let's see. Decided to give this one rosier cheeks than the other ones. I might give. So they're done. Just got to wait for them to dry. I might put some cheeks on this one, but I have to wait for the paint to dry, and then I'll spray them with some matte varnish. I also thought I'd just show you some earrings that I made for myself not that long ago, out of varnished green sea glass. They look like emeralds. So yeah, I'll be wearing these when I go sea glass hunting, I think. Okay, so this is the jewellery we made. We went a little bit simpler and a little bit more minimalist than our usual jewellery. But yeah, we thought we'd do something a bit different. Yeah, maybe these could be Christmas presents?
That was the intention.
That was the idea.
I have a Belemite fossil. Do you want me to hold it?
Belemite fossil that had a little hole in the end. So that's quite a long, that's the longest necklace because it's probably the biggest pendant. I didn't actually show making this one because it was I did it in the evening. But it's 4 little Victorian glass beads. Seed beads. Threaded onto a little metal thing that I shaped. So yeah, it's very tiny, but it's 4 little Victorian seed beads. 2 white, 2 black.
This is another Belemite.
With a bead on it again.
It's a bracelet.
2 of the faces. 2 of the other ones I think need a little bit more work. This one, some of the paint has come off. Oh, and it's got a big smush. And this one, the eyebrows are quite dark. I might keep this one for myself though, I think, because the paint's a bit streaky. I've decided I am going to put the Lucky Hagstone earrings in the shop because I do really like them. So I hope you do too. But they're tiny little Lucky Hagstone earrings
From Siam.
From Siam, I think. A little button with a little white Victorian seed bead on it. A Lucky Hagstone pendant. It's very light. So are the earrings. They're incredibly light. But yeah, a multi. And so maybe you could bring luck to a fellow mudlarker.
Harper glass with sea-worn cabochon. Found at our favourite beach, I think, with a Victorian seed bead. And a deconstructed doll. Bracelet.
And that is the head off of my tiny doll that I found on my favourite beach from the film My Favourite Find Ever. So yeah, I also made this little thing into a bracelet for myself because I sort of stuck it off centre. So that's for me. So yeah, oh no, sneak peeks of videos. So yeah, we'll see you on Sunday where we're back at our favourite dump.
Should we not be showing them anyway? Because they're going to be in the shop.
A little sneak peek of some things that are
finished.
that are going in the shop after this film. There's also a sneak peek of where we are. It's too many sneak peeks. Okay, we will see you on Sunday. Bye.
Bye.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. You pooed.